Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Oh, right. I think I may have a new recruit for us. Ready?
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stavkovic, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh. Give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
But it didn't work. How could it be different this time? The police force is more corrupt than ever, especially with Albion taking over.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's central command center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed.
Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Oh, right. I think I may have a new recruit for us. Ready?
Security here is state-of-the-art. Quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the hell?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors. That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. You're lucky she didn't plant one of her microchips in you. But then, she probably knew you'd rather die than be her slave.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
you? What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
Clever. Despicable, but clever. The microchip lets her enslave them. If they step out of line, zap! Organ harvesting time.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Wow, my mum would be proud. I'm kicking ass. DedSec is fun.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
All right. Thank you, Bagley. I guess.
You'll need to get used to Bugs' drivel, but it's proper fun. Fantastic job.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have you found, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. Instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Sounds like we have options.
I've marked both on your optic. I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
You'd better hide.
I'll give you the bad news first. One of your operatives has been kidnapped. Also, there's no good news.
Oh, crap.
Quite. Fortunately, I took a look through our ever-expanding enemies list and I think I've identified the culprit. Finding him should lead us to our missing operative.
Okay, I'm on it.
protocol.
I saw nothing, honest. It's all right. Breathe. I'm not going to hurt you.
Wait, you're not with Albion? Oh, thank fuck for that. I thought I was a goner.
Hey, it's all right. We're here to help. What's your problem?
Oh, I'm so fucked. I was doing some street art when I saw these Albion geezers up to no good. I couldn't believe it. They had tied up a bunch of protesters and were beating them up. Pricks.
Jesus.
I know I got filmed there. Bloody CTOS is everywhere. I know my face is caught somewhere. If Albion comes back and checks the footage, I'm a goner too. You've got to find a way to get the evidence before they do. Look, I'll owe you, big time, eh?
All right, we'll look into it.
I've got the location from her GPS, and there's a load of CTOS surveillance around. Any number of cameras might have seen her.
Let's have a look.
Here's where our friend witnessed the Albion crime. The security footage should still be on site.
Brilliant. I'll get to work.
Oh, what nonsense.
Code 3. Closest units proceed to alarm location.
That's the CTOS up there. Done.
Here comes that CCTV footage. Do you see our target?
Yeah, there she is. Clearly identifiable, too. If Albion saw this footage, she'd be pretty fucked.
Bollocks.
However, Albion's crime was also clearly recorded, which means we can turn this footage back around on them. We just have to wipe the backup file from the central CTOS servers to protect the witness's identity.
Send me the coordinates.
Any sign of the target?
What did I even do?
Well, still in one piece, you reckless knob?
Apologies, but this is Bagley. Who were you expecting?
Mate of mine just got out of intensive care, actually.
Smashing news. How about I arrange a coming-home party for them while you see to this current resistance business? There's a shitload of security goons around here, and even more around the server room.
Well, that's bad.
We're probably not the only ones after this evidence. You'll have to beat them to it. There's the terminal. We can do the intrusion there. This will trigger a heavy security response.
Target.
I grabbed the evidence from the server and scrubbed the local copy. No way they'll identify her now. Now get out of there so we can tell her the good news.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Pursuing the target. Over. Immobilizing the suspect. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Lost him! Yo, it's dead sick. We snatched that footage you were worried about. You can relax now.
Thought I'd be tits up for sure. Seriously, thank you.
You should totally join up with DeadSick. Kick ass for a cause.
Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Right on. We need more people looking for respect and up for a fight.
Hell yes! I'm ready to get my hands dirty with you lot.
Wicked.
Excellent stuff.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion BMC.
Cass certainly profited most from... bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not
How you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
All right, I got this.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
I've heard about that. It's the new drug off the dark web, right?
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
And they don't give a fuck about collateral damage.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Timing's a bit too convenient, if you know what I mean.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
DedSec's got your back, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to meet this mystery man.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, that's a proper conspiracy theorist's level of paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Noted.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Hey, there's a window up there. What do you think?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
On it.
Nothing but a little piece of filth, aren't you? Am I going to find anything in here?
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Anything you need? Me got you. Forget it. You want to return the favor? Join DedSec. We're always looking for good people.
Count me in.
Anyone have visual? Anyone? Now, where did you go off to? Drone, begin search. Received. We are trailing the target. Negative. No sign of the target yet.
We're all clear over here.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
Huh?
What? Okay, but... No, you sure? All right, I hear you. Sure thing, okay. Not too bad.
I hope you're not doing anything important. You've been activated.
Not a problem.
Let's wait around and see if... There's a hitman nearby who's after one of our potential recruits. I recommend you deal with the situation quickly. The hitman has been neutralized. I'll tell our prospect the good news. By the way, I have some exciting news about the woman you just helped.
Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Oh, right. I think I may have a new recruit for us. Ready?
Bellardi. Has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to say hello, don't you think?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, that's a proper conspiracy theorist's level of paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
I understand. What's her story, Bags?
Albion's hot on her trail. GPS history shows a pattern of raids on locations she's recently visited.
That sounds like a job for DedSec.
Got it. I've tracked down an officer who was at the most recent raid. You can scrape their optic for intel.
DedSec's got your back, yeah? I'm here.
That brilliant Albion goon left their optic on passive listening mode. Must have skipped counter-surveillance day in fascist school. They might have recorded something about our prospect.
Brilliant. Let's do this.
You good? I got you.
A dick.
That's him. Well done. Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got. Just as I thought. Take a listen to this.
You find the drugs cache?
It was right where you said. Aren't we lucky?
Told you not to worry. We've got that acid over a barrel. The goods will always be where they need to be.
Is that what passes for coded language with these thick twats? Anyway, it looks like the woman we're after isn't being hunted by Albion after all. She's planting evidence for them.
Let's go talk to her. Set up a meeting, Bagley.
Up for a spot of action?
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
Yeah. What you want?
I know you're planting evidence for Albion. Explain yourself.
The thing is, I'm not acting of my own free will. Albion's got dirt upon me. I don't do their shady work, I'm done.
What if DedSec cleaned that dirt up for you?
Right. Someone's gonna bust into Albion and wipe all their data. If someone did that for me, well, I'd owe them my life. But that's just dreaming.
Let's offer our unique brand of assistance, which could be useful.
Albion stores sensitive data like this on air-gapped servers, so zeroing those hard drives will solve her problem and put an end to this whole evidence planting scheme.
That should do. Send the coordinates to my optic.
Albion is always looking for good...
This is a secure Albion facility, which means they'll have a server on site with all their blackmail material. After all, they have to keep it somewhere.
It's nice to finally have my work appreciated. You're welcome.
You can access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server. They've noticed you. Security's on their way.
What's happening? Gotcha!
Erase complete. I'll get our friend on the line while you get to safety. Seems like Albion had very clear CCTV footage of our prospect sticking up a betting shop. Emphasis on had because it's gone now. They'll have to find someone else to plant their false evidence.
You clever bastard. Let's update her with the good news. DedSec here. We've cleaned up your Albion mess. They don't have anything on you now. You're free.
So, you saw what I did. Not my proudest moment, but I needed a piece. I'd pay it back and pay DedSec if I could. You know, fix up my karma.
DedSec is looking to fill the ranks. You should join.
Count me in.
Hostiles near your location.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Excellent. The more of us we are, the stronger we are. Welcome to DedSec.
Wicked! Whatever London wants to throw at us, me ready.
Fuck yeah.
London, this is 404, the first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. All are welcome. If you want to make a difference, join us. We're taking down the elite, one contract at a time.
Found that on the dark web. Looks like all the cool kids are forming hacker groups these days. But this 404 might actually come in handy in our fight. If all are welcome, that means we are too. I say we infiltrate 404, we get their connections, we get their assets.
If you play nice, they might even help you take out Zero Day. For that matter, maybe they are Zero Day. Only one way to find out. I found Street View images of a CTOS hub that's been covered in 404 graffiti. They're marking their territory like an overexcited chihuahua. Dropping the location of the hub on your map. Largy has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to introduce ourselves, then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, that's a proper conspiracy theorist's level of paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Say no more. Shit! I got to get through all of these traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right. Take it easy.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, cool it now, man. Albion knows you're in the city. You have to run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Shit, Bedrin! We know! Why else do you think we come here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Nah, you're not listening. We need your help and we got no love for Cass. Bastard did the bombings and tried to kill us!
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. Guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck. Think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move in!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Like that.
We are on the trail.
I repeat, we are in pursuit.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief.